Asheen!
Asheen, what have you done? Oh my gosh! I can't believe he would do this. Okay, for those of you who are not aware, the last time I got Asheen onto this show, I was like, hey, unpopular opinions seem to be a pretty big thing these days, so hey, why not give it a shot? And he was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's my impression of him, by the way. So anyway, I was thinking, hey, this would be a neat idea. And then he comes along and just starts spouting just absolute heresy up on my show. I can't believe this guy. He comes onto my show. I give him the reins to the whole thing, and look at what he does with it. Look how they massacred my boy. Now, I just want to set the record straight here, because, truth be told, there's a lot of stuff that man had said that I firmly disagree with. I cannot believe some of the... far out. I cannot believe some of the shit that boy said to me. I mean, okay, he didn't say it to me, he said it to you guys, but... the point still stands. Point still stands. Anyway, also, just a little fun fact here, but I am now using a different method of recording, so if the audio quality sounds different, that is why. Because right now I'm using the microphone that I have for my laptop, my headset. I got a headset going on here, and hopefully this is going to end up a better quality than my phone, because before this point I've just been using this recorder app on my phone, and the problem with that is that it caused a bunch of... The biggest problem that it had was that it would sometimes just skip over what I had said, so it would sound like it would just sound like I'm just glitching. Actually, that's kind of what it would sound like. So I was like, enough is enough. I don't like having to go through the whole episode and individually delete all of that stuff and then re-record it, because that takes up quite a bit of time. So hopefully this is going to be a faster way to go about doing it. But anyway, yeah, I think the biggest problem that this way is so far is my mic seems to be peaking a lot. Yeah, it's a little bit, But in any case, hopefully this will still be better, hopefully. But let's get into just all of the absolute audacity that this man's got. So the first unpopular opinion that he had said is that ketchup should be fridge cold. Why? Who does that? What person in their right mind would do that? Like, I don't know, who here refrigerates their ketchup, their tomato sauce? I know for a fact I don't. I use the cupboard like a sane person. Honestly, it's like, I think the worst thing would be like freezing it and then eating it like an ice block, which I've probably just given him ideas for now. Ugh. But, oh my gosh, this guy. Next up, beer out of a can tastes weird. Okay. So, this guy had... Okay, so... He sort of agreed. He had said he doesn't like beer that he doesn't brew himself, which is like, more power to him. I personally can't stand beer at all. I really don't like it at all. Matter of fact, I don't really like any alcohol for the most part. Like I hate beer, I hate wine, I hate champagne. I tolerate spirits. I think, like, spirits are the ones that, like, if I'm gonna drink something, it's gonna be spirits. Typically mixed with, like, a soft drink of some kind. But yeah, that's kind of my go on all of it. I just hate all beer, regardless on whether it comes out of a can or out of a tap or out of a bottle or whatever. But yeah, next up, strawberries get more credit than they deserve. I mean, what credit do they really get in the first place? Like, okay, he does mention that, yeah, fun fact, strawberries actually are not real berries. You know what? Yeah, no, they're not actually berries, because what counts as a berry is essentially it has to come from a flower. And then the berries are basically the fruits that come from it. Strawberries, I don't think, come from a flower. You know what is a berry, though? Bananas. Because apparently a banana tree is actually technically considered a flower. And the bananas are their berries. You know what else? You know what else is a berry, though? Friggin' avocados. Yeah, avocados are actually a fruit. And pumpkins. Pumpkins are berries. Yeah, bet you didn't know that pumpkins are actually fruits. That's the next level of, like, actually a fruit mind blow. When you're in kindergarten, the big drama, the big news is that tomato is actually a fruit. Here, nah, pumpkin's a fruit, boy, and avocado too. So you got your smashed avo on toast. You're basically you're eating fruit on toast. Why I thought that was going to be funny, I have no idea. Anyway, moving on. Oh wait, yeah, vegetables. No, wait, no. Strawberries get more credit than they deserve. What credit do they get? Like, I haven't really heard that many people hyping over, berries. Okay, wait, I seem to be peeking. Maybe if I... Okay, does it sound like if I start doing this? Okay, yeah, no, that just sounds too far away. Okay, I really gotta... I gotta find out exactly how to fix... I stop myself from peeking so much. Because it's like if I... I hold the camera, like, away from my face, and it's just too quiet all of a sudden. I don't know how to work it. I really gotta work on how to equalize it. I will learn as I go along, however. Okay, next up. Vegetables are better than dessert. Nah. They are not. I mean, nah, dessert tastes better. Ice cream is... Ooh, ice cream's great. That's a great dessert. I mean, I will admit cake is probably a little bit overrated. Like, I'm not really too huge on cake that much. But ice cream, that's where it's at. As far as vegetables go, okay, if I want to eat something savory, obviously I will eat a vegetable over ice cream. And it is healthier, so it's like it's better for you. But as far as taste is concerned, I would not say that many vegetables are really better than ice cream. Like, if I want to eat something savory and I just happen to come across vegetables, my go-tos are broccoli and potatoes. They're the top tier vegetable. Maybe I should do a tier list on vegetables, actually, now that I think about it. But okay, you know the one that I find to be quite overrated? Carrots. I'm not... Like, I don't hate carrots, but it's like, I just don't vibe with them, you know? But the ones that I hate are pumpkins. I cannot stand pumpkins in the slightest. Like, ugh. I've never liked them. It seems as though it's a lot of the light orange foods that I just can't stand, because with fruits, I also can't stand rock melon. Never liked rock melon. Watermelon is the superior melon, obviously. Next up, pickle juice is delicious, nutritious, and a treat for your mouth and body. Yeah, I don't know about pickle juice, to be honest. Like, I don't mind pickles, I will admit. I mean, to be fair, I've mostly just eaten gherkins, which are, you know, like the smaller pickles that you get on McDonald's burgers and all that. But pickles, to be honest, I don't really eat pickles that much. But I feel as though, okay, if they taste the same thing, I feel as though they taste the same as gherkins. So it's like, I feel as though pickles work best when they are combined with something else. But like, on their own, I mean, like, they're not bad, but I would probably rather eat something else on its own. I'd rather eat a broccoli on its own, actually. Or a potato on its own. Like, yeah. Pickles, they're very nice when you have them with a cheeseburger, but on their own, I think they kind of lose a lot of the impact. Now, pickle juice, on the other hand, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I mean, I can't really say whether it's nutritious or not because I don't know. But saying it's delicious, yeah, I don't know if I would go that far. Cake is not that good. Yes, I actually do agree with that one. I mean, okay. Obviously, it depends on the cake. Some cakes are better than others, but like, chocolate cakes, overrated. Mega overrated. Maybe it's just because I've had a lot of chocolate cake over my time, but like, chocolate cake, very overrated. But Coles cakes, vanilla and caramel cakes that you get from Coles, nice. They're nice. The chocolate ones are okay. Like, I think the Coles chocolate cakes are kind of the top tier of chocolate cakes, as far as they're concerned. Other than that, I think I've mostly liked, fruity cakes, actually. Cheesecake's not bad. Cheesecake is pretty nice. Pavlova, it's mostly just, Pavlova, it's kind of like the crunchy bits are the parts that I don't like, but like the rest of Pavlova is great. So, I mean, I'm not sure if you would count Pavlova as a cake or not, but yeah, I don't know. I feel as though most cakes are kind of just meh a lot of the time. So, yeah. Room temperature butter is the truth. Okay, so we've got refrigerated tomato sauce, and we've got room temperature butter. Who does room temperature butter? I mean, alright, I'm gonna be real, I have mostly had margarine rather than butter, which I found out many years ago are two different things. Butter is like the stick that you get. Margarine usually comes in a tub, and I've usually had margarine. So, butter, now that I think about it, maybe room temperature butter isn't that bad, because I'd just been thinking of room temperature margarine. Maybe it's not that weird? I don't know. Brunch is not bad, but is dramatically overrated. I mean, yeah, okay. I would agree with that. A lot of people seem to really like the concept of brunch, a meal that you have between breakfast and lunch, but like, nah. Like, it's not terrible, it's not the worst thing in the world, but like, it's like, yeah, nah, I don't think it's really all that, yeah. Um, yeah. Apparently, Asheen has no idea what brunch even is, which just leads me to question, has the dude been living under a rock? How has he never encountered anybody who's ever, mentioned brunch before? Like, what is that? Sometimes that man confuses me. Next up, nuts in chocolate is really, really wrong. I might cut a bit of flack for this one, but yes, I agree. Nuts in anything is really, really wrong. I don't really like nuts that much. Like peanuts, cashews, walnuts, any nuts, I just don't really like. Peanut butter, not really there. I mean, I feel as though that's something that Asheen and I can agree on with that. He seems to not really like nuts either. He goes into a huge coma. I remember one time actually, I was at a cousin's wedding, and Asheen was there as well. He once ate this, I think it was like what was it? I think it was like a Snickers or something like that. He didn't, for some reason, he didn't know that it had nuts in it, and so he just went into a huge, he kind of just collapsed, and then just had this weird death stare on his face the whole time, which made some people think that he was, like, dead. Some people thought he was in a coma, some people thought that he was, like, having a seizure or something like that. And it was like, yeah, everyone was panicking. It's like, oh my gosh, like, does he have a nut allergy or something like that? And then, like, my aunt, his mum, was just like, oh, no, he's not allergic to nuts. He just hates them. He just can't stand them. And I was just like, yeah, you know, that's fair. That's fair. Because this was like, what, like, I don't know, like, 12-year-old me who, like, hated peanut butter, like, immensely. Like, I don't hate it as much anymore, but I still don't really like it that much. And then he woke up, like, 10-20 minutes later. It was totally fine. He acted as though nothing had happened at all. Yeah. Ended up getting into a fight with the best man later on, but, you know, that's another story. Far out, that was a weird-ass wedding. Next up, rare steak sucks. No! No! Rare steak is, it does not suck, how dare you? No, like, okay, so, this is actually another thing Asheen and I can agree on. That's amazing. Asheen and I seem to both have the agreement that essentially, like well done is terrible. Like, well done steak sucks. Like, I think even Gordon Ramsay actually had said that it's like pretty much as soon as you cook a steak well done, it just loses all flavor that the meat could have had. Because it's like when you cook it all the way through like that, it's like you're not going to get any juices out of it. And so it's like, he's had some people who have, like, taken a steak back and it's like, oh, they want it done over. And then he's like, what's wrong with it? And they were just like, well, they were like, it was too dry. And then he's like, okay, how did you say you wanted it cooked exactly? And then it turns out that they had asked for it to be well done. And then he's like, well, there's the problem. If you were gonna complain about a steak being too dry, you shouldn't have asked for it to be well done, because you legit cannot get any drier than well done. Some people are weird. However, Ashin goes a step further by saying that he usually eats his steak raw. Bruh, that's not... it's not okay. That's not okay for you. You're not a dog, you can't survive off raw meat. Oh my gosh. I will say though, I have considered trying blue steak before, which for those of you who don't know, blue steak is basically just very, very rare steak. It's like pretty much only the top layer has been cooked brown. The rest of it is still pretty red and juicy, but it's still not raw. Because obviously that's not going to be good. It's not going to be a good flavor. Yeah. But raw... No. I know that with blue steak, I'm pretty sure you have to ask for it, like, in advance. Because it's like, there's kind of a complicated procedure to making blue steak, so you need to properly prepare for it. I don't really know exactly how it is, but that's why I haven't had blue steak yet. Anyway, next up, I can't stand pizza with tomato sauce. I always ask for it without. What? What? Really? Who eats pizza without the tomato sauce? That's like one of the core ingredients of a pizza. How do you not have tomato sauce with it? Like, that is weird. That is very weird. You do need pizza with tomato sauce. But then, Ashin goes ahead and slanders... I was hoping that the mic wouldn't pick that up. Just absolutely slanders... pineapple. How dare you insult pineapple like that? That is... Oh! Why? Why? I don't understand what the hate with pineapple on pizza is. Pineapple on pizza is freaking delicious! And to those of you who are like, oh, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, it's a fruit. It's like, tomato is a fruit, you dumb shit. As is avocado, and you can have avocado on pizza as well. I mean, some Americans might consider that to be slander. Anyway. But, no, pineapple on pizza is friggin' delicious. I don't care what you say. Next up, I don't like Nutella. Okay. So this guy doesn't like Nutella. Ashin loves Nutella. I like it? It's okay. Like, I'm not one of those people who could just eat only Nutella for days and not get sick of it. Like, I will definitely get sick of it. It's okay. I will eat it. But I probably won't choose to eat it. Like, I don't know. Nutella's okay. I guess. Yeah. Next up. Tea sucks. Tea does not suck. What are you talking about? Tea does not suck! Oh, okay, alright. Alright, so, tea. I like tea. I mean, I like some tea. I'm not too huge on any of the black teas. Or the white teas, for that matter. I like peppermint tea, which, Ashin also goes ahead and slanders, but that's fine. And then we've also got chai. I also like chai. Chai actually is really great. Yeah, both of those are great. I don't know what these guys are going on about. Tea does not suck. Bacon is very good, but like STFU, it's not that good. What's up with the insane bacon mania? I mean, yeah. No. I would agree. Bacon is good. Not the best thing in the world. that would go to pasta, but the bacon's still good. Yeah, it is very good, but yeah, I don't know. I guess some people just really like bacon. It's just a very nice meal for them. I don't know, to each their own. Next up, I hate avocados, but I love guacamole. Oh boy. All this talk about avocado, I kind of forgot that this was one of the opinions that came up. Yeah, avocados, no, avocados are really good. As are guacamole. They're both great. I tell you what, it is very weird to like one but not the other. It's really weird to like avocado but not like guacamole, or the other way around. Like, I feel like that's kind of the equivalent of, like, I don't know. I guess it's the equivalent of not liking potatoes but liking mashed potatoes. It's a bit of a weird thing. It's not as though anything's changed. Yeah. Anyway, next up, mushrooms are friggin' disgusting. They are fungus that grows on shit. No! No, mushrooms are good, so long as you cook them properly. Raw mushrooms, yeah, nah, not a fan of them. But like, cooked mushrooms, properly cooked mushrooms, are pretty darn good. I will admit. However, can get sick of them pretty quickly. I will admit, actually, I've only ever had brown mushrooms before, so can't really say anything else about it. Yeah, nah. I've only had brown mushrooms, I think. I mean, they're white when they're raw, but yeah, mushrooms are good. Next up, watermelon is absolutely disgusting. No, rock melon is absolutely disgusting. Watermelon slaps. Watermelon is great. Watermelon is the superior melon. I know there are other melons out there in the world, but I don't think I've really had any of them. There is one that I've seen that kind of looks like a lime, or like an unripe rock melon or something like that, which doesn't give me a lot of hope. But watermelons, like, they're great. They're the superior melon, by far. Next up, ketchup be damned. I mean, yeah, sometimes I prefer to not have something with tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. rather than with it, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Feel like, and obviously there is such a thing as too much tomato sauce as well. Yeah. I guess that's my stance on tomato sauce. I will admit, actually, okay, I have spent my life calling what Americans call ketchup. I've been calling it tomato sauce. I will admit, actually, I have started seeing the American perspective on it. Well, because I found out that it isn't just Americans that call it ketchup. There are people from other countries that also call it ketchup. But I do understand it because, like, tomato sauce as in ketchup, and tomato sauce as in, like, the tomato sauce that you have with pasta or pizza. Oh no, that's tomato paste. But, like, the tomato sauce you have with, like, spag bowl and ketchup are actually two different things. So it can actually get a bit confusing if you just address both of those things as tomato sauce. I get that. I do understand the logic behind that now. Also, I believe Americans call it ketchup because that is the name of the seed that the sauce comes from, the ketchup seeds. Which is also consistent with mustard, named after, you know, mustard seeds and all that. And, you know, mustard and tomato sauce do tend to go hand in hand with each other in America. So it makes sense to give both of them the same naming scheme. Next up, liver is beautiful. The most underrated food of all time. I will admit, I have never actually had liver in my life. I have never been to France before. Yeah, I've never had liver, so I can't really judge. He also says that cooked brains are the most underrated. This is a Sheen, by the way, advocating for brains. The dude, far out. I'm nervous about that guy now. Is he a zombie? I feel like that guy is a zombie if he likes brains like that. I have heard the brains are probably like the most dangerous part of the body to eat. Like, just of any body, I think. Like any animal. I think the brain is meant to be... Like, I think most people say it's like, do not eat the brain because you can get, this, like, really terrible disease from it or something like that. I don't really know, though. I might explain that a bit later when I actually am able to explain the context of it all. But next up, meat is overrated. I feel like this was said by a vegetarian. I feel as though a vegetarian may have said this one. It depends on the meat, I think. I'm not really too huge on steak, if I'm being honest. I would normally say that chicken is, like, just kind of okay, but I have been eating a lot of chicken lately. Chicken is pretty darn good. Yeah. Pork's good. Lamb is good, just so long as it's not too well done. I think the worst problem that any meat has is if it's too dry, because I can't stand any meat that's well done, or anything like that. It's disgusting. Disgusting! Next up, chocolate ice cream is absolutely disgusting. Chocolate ice cream's okay. I definitely wouldn't say it's disgusting. I would choose vanilla over chocolate. Let me say, vanilla is actually a very underrated flavor. One of the better ice cream flavors out there. But most people don't. They feel like they have to hate on vanilla flavoring because it's like, oh, vanilla, it's basic and all of that. We live in a world where, like, calling something vanilla is an insult, or, like, a point of criticism these days. So, yeah. Anyway. And then this guy goes ahead and starts ranting about mint ice cream. He's saying that it just tastes like toothpaste, and it's like, yeah, toothpaste tastes good. You wouldn't be putting it in your mouth twice a day if it didn't taste good. Do not interpret that the wrong way. I did not mean that in the wrong way. I'm just saying that mint ice cream, shit, tastes good. Mint ice cream tastes good. Don't mind me, I just accidentally dropped my weapon of mass destruction. It's fine. But anyway, that was all of the unpopular opinions that absolute heretic decided to go through. I'm gonna have to, after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna have to have a very serious talk with this guy. And, I'm wondering if you'll ever hear from Machine again. I might not invite him on next time. I don't know. he's really got to straighten his act out a little bit better. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys can rest easy now, knowing that I do not support everything that he had said, and I really hope you guys stick with me for all this time. It's kind of funny, actually. The last Setting the Record Straight episode that I had done ended up being one of my more popular episodes, because I think a lot of people thought that it was something serious. So, yeah. Let's see how well this one ends up going. Hope you guys enjoyed anyway. I will see you guys in the next episode. I have a few things lined up for what to do next. Just trying to keep up with the regular weekly schedule, because I feel as though, like, if I slip it, it's gonna become a lot more difficult to get back into the swing of it all. So, yeah. Talk to you guys soon, and have a good one.